this is Eric Peacock, Pure Vita Fitness. This week's fitness tip, we're going to talk about leg training. Leg training, a lot of times people identify leg training as leg extension machine or maybe the inner and outer thigh machine. Wrong, those things suck. I'm sorry to burst people's bubbles. Don't waste your time on the leg extension machine or the inner and outer thigh machine. You want to get all those muscles trained, you do it with one movement. It's called the squat. All right? Not everybody can put the bar on their back. That's okay. You can still do squats. So we're going to do 3 movements today to talk about how to effectively target the legs and get a nice set of legs so you look good in those shorts or those sundresses for you ladies in the summer. And we're going to talk about those 3 exercises and how to do them correctly today. So we're going to go over here. We're doing a little makeshift. We're kind of busy in the studio today. We're going to throw, in this case, a bar across my back. What I like to do is put a target here. It's behind my hips. I put something I'm going to sit on. In this case, it's a ball. I'm going to stand nice and tall. I'm always going to maintain a nice long spine. Shoulder width stance, pointed straight ahead. And I'm going to drop down. My first move is going to be I'm going to aim my butt towards this ball. I'm going to come down, tap that ball, drive my hips forward through my heels. That's going to activate my glutes. I'm going to come down, drive my hips forward. Now when I'm doing a squat, I got to pay attention to my whole body. I can't let my chest drop. I don't want to let my neck kick way back and go forward. I want to maintain a nice long spine, my eyes focus straight ahead, and drive up. Now, range of motion is important. The deeper you can get, the more effective you're going to go. But if you get too deep and you start to use your back, or start to feel pain in your knees, that's too deep. You got to go to a depth that is appropriate for you. So I will always start people at a depth where I can show me they can maintain good spinal alignment, good control, and a nice slow descent. By descending nice and slow, you're actually working your hamstrings and glutes very much harder than if you just drop into the hole. So squats is a good place to start. That is a bread and butter exercise. Whether you're a guy trying to get leg development, guys, you're notorious, you know what I'm talking about, skipping legs and doing the leg extension workout. If you want to look goofy and have skinny legs and the big upper body, just keep doing it that way. But the squat is the king daddy of all the leg exercises in the weight room. The second thing we want to work on is we want to work on a one-legged movement. Why do we want to do one leg? One leg adds more intensity, but it actually adds stability as well as strength. A lot of people walk around with big legs, but they're kind of like the sports car without brakes. You got to have some stability in your hips, and you want to be able to work on one leg because a lot of our life we spend on one leg. So one easy exercise to do is a one-legged squat. You can start on a bench right here. If this is too deep, you can go with a higher plyo box. I'm going to drive through my heel, pop my hip forward, drop my hip back, tap, drive my hip forward. Once again, maintaining long spine, driving into my heel. You don't necessarily need a lot of weights to have a good leg workout. Try doing this. Once again, it has to be height appropriate. If I'm going down here and I drop into it and I don't have control, that's too low of a target. All I need to do is set a higher target. Like I said, a plyo box works great. But notice how I'm nice and controlled and I'm really pushing this hip through and I'm loading into my heel, not through my toes, so I don't have pain in my knees. The last thing, we're going to jump into the other room real quick. Pushing and pulling stuff is great leg work. Anybody who's ever pushed a car out here in Minnesota in the winter, in the snow, knows that's a great quad workout. Well, obviously we don't have any snow this winter, and it's not real practical, but we do have something called a prowler. So if you have something you can push and get behind, it's a great quad workout. So you're going to get in, once again, I did this a few weeks ago. If you want to train your legs in a more functional manner, I'm using all my joints, I'm getting my calves involved, as well as my quads, my glutes, and my hamstrings. I'm going to drive into this and just push as fast as I can and create some torque in my legs. Get this sucker around, once again, driving that. You can also pull or push something and you get more leg muscles in one movement. It's kind of like happy hour, 2 for 1s, except it's like 10 for 1s. So when you're doing legs, focus on compound movements. That means multi-joint movements. Get off the machines. Start using the free weights, start using your body weight, work against gravity. You'll love the results. The work is hard, But generally how it always goes, I always say here at Pure Vita, the things that are the hardest give you the best results. So that's leg training 101. Give it a try, do 3 sets of each. Squats, 8 to 12 reps. One-legged squats, do 10 to 15 reps, 3 sets of 8, 10 to 15. And pushes, just with pushes, you just want to lay out an area. We typically go do down and backs for a rep. If you have if you're outdoors, if you're down south, you can go out on the grass. If you have a gymnasium, push till you can't push anymore. Work yourself out, work your legs hard. The rest of your body will respond as well. That's our fitness tip of the week, leg training 101. We'll see you next week.